Just 24 hours after the opening of the spring session, the Ford government is already being called out for their management of the province's healthcare system. We bring in our Tina Yazdani from Queen's Park, where the Ontario Health Coalition just voiced their concerns about the system's current and future state. What are you hearing there, Tina?
Yeah, Melissa, the Ontario Health Coalition out with a new report that found the Ford government is giving an unprecedented amount of money to private for-profit clinics and private hospitals for them to build new operating rooms, while public hospitals in every region have operating rooms that are sitting idle the majority of the time. Now, through Freedom of Information requests, the report found government funding has increased for-profit hospitals and clinics up to 300%. Compare that to public hospitals that have only received a 0.5% boost in the last budget. It also found private clinics are receiving considerably more funding per surgery than public hospitals. For instance, a cataract surgery would cost $500 in a public hospital, but the report found it cost the government more than $1,200 to perform the same surgery at a private clinic. The executive director of the Ontario Health Coalition says this is all part of the Ford government's privatization scheme.
The stark contrast between how public nonprofit hospitals are being treated versus how they're just shunting money, pouring money, hundreds of millions, literally just over a few years, into private for-profit clinics and hospitals. The other thing that's surprising me right now is that these private clinics are extra billing for all kinds of stuff and nothing is happening. And so I've never, ever in my career had so many complaints from people who are being charged for everything under the sun.
Now, the Premier, of course, saying that his government has spent more money on healthcare than any other government in Ontario's history. He actually responded to a number of questions during question period in the legislature today regarding healthcare, and says that his government is making the necessary investments to deal with, what the opposition has called a healthcare crisis. The NDP was also joined by a number of residents of Sault Ste. Marie today after almost 10,000 people in that community lost their family physicians after a clinic closed there. So there is a lot of healthcare news coming out of Queen's Park today. We'll have a lot more on that at 5 and 6 tonight. Melissa.
Okay, we'll definitely stay tuned for that. Thanks for that. Tina Yazdani, again, a full report coming up tonight on City News 5, 6, and 11. Thanks again.
Thanks, Melissa.